Hi, I'm Jack. I play bass in We Are the Ocean.
Awesome. Okay, so your new album, maybe debuting tomorrow, has just been out for about a week now or so.
Yeah.
What's the reaction been like from media and fans?
It's been really positive so far. We've noticed it's kind of opened kind of a lot of doors in terms of maybe older fans and just different fans in a lot of ways, because we used to kind of appeal to a small
More the hardcore scene with obviously Dan taking now with Liam up there it's more maybe open to a bit more.
It's definitely opened some doors, just in regards to like people who aren't into kind of hardcore or scream or anything like that,
rock,
but just like rock and
rock kind of stuff like that,
and I guess they, mainstream bands like Foo Fighters get them into it, and so they're more kind of open to our kind of music, and it's definitely opened some doors in that respect. But a lot of the older hardcore fans are still kind of, most of them are appreciating the progression and just the band's maturity as opposed to hating the change. So generally it's been really positive. You always get a few kind of naysayers who don't like any change at all.
They don't want anything to change and progress. They want everything like the way it was from years ago. But
you can never please some people. Sure, man.
What ideas went into the album? Because a few songs sound a bit politically influenced behind them. But
yeah, a bit. I mean, we don't want to be this new political band or anything like that. But we just wanted to make sure we weren't writing about songs like
just going through the process and the motions.
Well, we wanted to avoid like "This Girl Broke My Heart," those kind of songs. We just kind of and we wanted also songs people could relate to. So it may seem political, but it's more just a point of being skin. Like as a person, when there's these people who do have the money thinking they control everyone. So we're not getting massively political. We can be taken personally as well.
Yeah, personal influences from your own background.
Yeah, it's definitely we've never been through any huge trauma, so it's kind of just general normal life experiences, like just like being skin and like wanting to make your parents proud and this that and the other. So yeah, it's a lot of different themes. It's generally quite positive, the album, and it's a lot of just kind of like shit happens, but you get on with it kind of mentality with a lot of it. But other than that, it's just what happened really. Like we didn't sit down and go, let's write a song about politics and one song about love. It was just
how are you guys coping without Dan being in the band? Obviously with Liam taking the front, how is the show different
in the live aspect?
Live and recording. How is it going? Adapting.
The bigger difference, just to begin with, was live. Recording was generally the four of us would do most of the input, and kind of Dan would come towards the end and add his parts. So in that regard, there hasn't been too much of a change. With live, I think it's been the most noticeable and maybe taken a bit more work to be as comfortable as we are now with. But yeah, it's just one of the things. Like everyone's got more roles, Liam especially, and Alfie, and me and Tom got a few vocal parts and of inciting the crowd and stuff like that. So we've just all got more to do, as well as just playing our instruments. But yeah, we went straight to America after the whole transition happened, so we had a lot of shows to kind of hone in on the new dynamic. So
try everything out really.
Well, yeah, we'll just get comfortable with it, because it's just a case of having fun. Feeling completely comfortable with each other and with the set you're performing. So if you feel awkward at all, and if you feel a bit unsure of what you're doing, it's going to come across. And now I think coming to this UK tour, we're perfectly happy with all the songs and all just the way the live show flows. So
what new ideas are you trying? I mean, on the album there's some noticeable new ideas, like Liam doing the acoustic track towards the end. Is there possibilities of maybe Liam doing more acoustics and maybe other people stepping up and trying, like Alfie's progressed into more of a vocal point now?
Again, I mean, I feel like now we've opened a lot more doors musically. We can try out a lot more things, and we're not really sure where the next album will take us. But yeah, there's so much potential now. Like you've got songs like the acoustic song. You've got the song Golden Gate, which is really slow and kind of drony, which we couldn't have pulled off on our first album. And so yeah, we feel like we can experiment more than ever before now, and we're not going to go too abstract with it, but it'll be fun to try out some new stuff and see where it takes us really. I don't know where we'll end up.
How's this tour going for you guys?
It's really good. It's, we haven't done a UK tour in a year and a half, and yeah, so it's kind of, as well as the transition to 4-piece, kind of like a reintroduction tour, we think of it. And we've done most of these venues before, so it's kind of like, it's just kind of like coming back to the UK and coming back to like the venues you played before and just like hitting them again.
Showing them how you've changed.
Yeah, like I said, it's just
going on now.
we're just thinking it's like a reintroduction, and so far so good. All the shows have been going really well, and we're just excited. After this, we've got like some more tours in the UK kind of coming up. We're keen to focus on this territory again. So yeah, hopefully it'll just pick up, go up, onwards and upwards from here.
Yeah, you have had one single release with the video, which was The Road. Do you have any other video plans due soon? Yeah,
we do. We're in the process, kind of, it's quite a long-winded process from the beginning to the end of a video. The Road was quite an easy one because we just thought,
basic room and just get the track out there.
Well, it was more a case of just showing this is the band now, there's 4 of us, let's get the faces out there, let's just not overcomplicate it. But
showing your
with the next, yeah, exactly, and with the next single we kind of want to push the boat out a little bit more. So so we're working on some ideas now that I'll keep under my hat. But yeah, I think that's looking to be released around November.
Awesome. How's the year been for you guys as a band? I mean, we sent out a team to do Method Rocks, which you guys were part of. We spoke to Canterbury there, and they were pleased with you and was wanting to tour again at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Things like that. How's the whole year summed up?
The whole year summed up. It's been an odd year. I mean, we've been focusing on. We went to America for the first time in January, and then the second time in fall of summer. Yeah. So those were both separate, but both very surreal tours. And then we did a lot of work in mainland Europe, which is always a bit different. And then the recording process, in which we became a 4-piece, was again very, very surreal to us. And then touring onwards. So it's been a really, you know, it was almost like we were just getting comfortable, and we got comfortable in the UK where we were, and then it's just kind of we flipped it around, and everything's on the one hand kind of scary, but also really exciting. And so now we're kind of getting back into the groove and like getting a bit of normality into it. But yeah, it's been a really both scary but exciting year, I think.
Whilst we was at Method Rocks, we did ask Canterbury about their zombie survival plan. You were part of it for a brief moment before we did say they could save one band from the festival, and they were going to save you until they realised they'd maybe want a Welsh band, so they condemned you. What would your survival plan be, and who would you take with you if you could take one band?
Oh, this is terrible, quick.
That's what they were saying too.
It's going to offend people. Like now, part of me feels inclined to say Canterbury, but then they changed then they changed their mind. Alright, my zombie survival plan, first and foremost, is high rooftop with the band. God, I just say Canterbury.
You're going to save them even though they condemned you.
Yeah, I'll make them feel bad, and then when we're the only sole survivors, we can just, like I say, let us die.
What advice would you give to smaller bands that are hoping to pull themselves up to your kind of level?
I don't know really. I mean, just keep at it, I guess. Like it's, it can be quite a long and arduous process, and you know, you can be skinned quite a lot of the time, but you just got to stick with it and keep touring, because generally a lot of people, you can only appeal to them doing a show, and then they'll come back to another show, so you've got to start off just playing as many shows as you can, and you'll notice a change. You'll notice you'll play to 6 people, and then next show 8, then 20, then 15, and it builds up, so yeah, just keep going and keep touring.
Okay, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on tour so far?
I got bugs in the face, I've got a black eye. It's quite embarrassing, that's as good as I got.
Yeah, that's fine. What future plans do you have as a band now then for maybe the next year or so, if anything?
We're still focusing on the UK first and foremost, but also mainland Europe and America are our 3 biggies. And yeah, just touring really.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's it then. Thanks a lot for speaking to us.
Nice.